Okay, that was pretty stupid. Anyway, this is Formula 1 Championship Edition from 2006, exclusively for the PlayStation 3. Let's see some intro. So, looks pretty cool. Now, the actual game. Formula 1 Championship Edition from 2007 for the PS3. It's a visual spectacle to behold. And this isn't even through HDMI. I don't have some sort of fancy recording system to do that. This is just through composite video, and it already looks stunning. There's an immense sense of speed as well, and I'm doing pretty crappily here and cheating a bit, I suppose you could say, but this was my first attempt at a race in about a year and a half or more.
Behind him is Kimi Räikkönen. Next is Montoya.
And the Monte Carlo track isn't exactly a cakewalk either. It's tight and punishing and evil. But it looks very nice, which is why I picked it. There are many modes of gameplay. There's a long career that spans several years, where you rise up as a rookie driver and eventually become world champion. But really, it's just so much fun to just race around and do whatever. The game is, of course, challenging, being an F1 sim, but it's accessible for anyone. You can put on a little bit of a slight grip assist, like I've got here, otherwise I'd just be spinning around doing nothing. And if you have no skill whatsoever in video games, you can even turn on automatic braking and cornering. And just drive around brain dead holding R2. There are many views to select from. I like this one, and the above helmet one, they're my favourites. I also kind of like that weird sort of angular one over the shoulder.
Massa is first.
It's quite a different angle and a nice way to see races. Pit stops are accurate and fun too. They're sort of like a mini game or a quick time event, I suppose you could say. Quickly press all the buttons. Triangle, square, X. All the triggers. Click, 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 square. Good. Triggers again. And triangle and X. Okay. Go car, go! Also, the commentary is kind of dry in this game, but whatever.
Massa is second. Räikkönen is third. He slid down from second. Montoya fourth. Heidfeld is in fifth. He's moved up from eighth. Michael Schumacher sixth.
Yes, he really just said Michael Schumacher is sick. He's incapable of saying sixth. The game even gives you the option to drive some vintage F1 cars. But be warned, if you're not careful, they will bite your head off. Also, the lighting effects in this game are very strong. Lots of bloom and stuff. It looks cool. There's no split screen, which is kind of a bummer, but given the fact that this is a PS3 game from only 2007, it's kind of forgivable, especially when you consider how great this game looks. There was online multiplayer once upon a time, though. No one plays it anymore. In fact, I'm not even sure if the servers are still up, but whatever. I don't like online multiplayer anyway. The game features an excellent damage model, but beware, if you have it on, this could happen quite a lot.
Next is Montoya.
And then it's all over, really. In addition to the very nice lighting and overall great graphics, the game also features very, very nice weather effects, with the rain strobing down the screen like we see here, and the huge amounts of spray from the other cars that, well, you can't really see anything now. It's very intense. Major kudos to SCE Studio Liverpool. You may have known them by their previous name, Psygnosis. They developed Wipeout. Yep, all the Wipeout games. They made a bunch of Formula 1 games as well, apart from this one. And they also made Colony Wars, but that's completely unrelated. They also published Driver and Destruction Derby 2, but the credit for those games all goes to Reflections. And Reflections is now owned by Ubisoft, and Studio Liverpool is now defunct as of last year, which is very sad. We might not be seeing any more Wipeout, or if we do, it'll be a strange reboot from some other company. Very sad. So, in conclusion, look, the game looks fantastic, drives fantastic, is a lot of fun. There is not a whole lot of depth to it, as in far as like stuff to do. You can do a career mode and everything if you like, but I find it much more fun to just have a few races at some places. The game is, in my experience at least, quite hard to find though. I've only ever seen this at a shop once, and of course immediately bought it because I loved the demo so much when the PS3 was new. If you do see this somewhere, I would highly recommend it. I prefer it to F1 2011 in fact, and I like F1 2011 quite a lot. If you're interested and you have a PS3, go download the demo from the PlayStation Store. It's awesome.